Welcome to the 2017 WA Training Awards.
You're kind of kickstarting your career earlier than everyone else, and you're getting into the real world and you're getting more experience.
And it's definitely something that I like, working under pressure and sort of putting the goals out there and achieving so.
We have some great support coming out to our town, and for us to be on the same page as some of the others that are training in the city, I think we're doing pretty good.
All the knowledge, all the skills is up to date, so that's why I feel I very appreciate from the tape.
None of the theory that we do is pointless theory. It's all in the lead up to putting on an actual event.
Getting to know the trade, getting to know people within the trade, really seeing what it's like, to be honest. Yeah, just experiencing what it's really like to be a mechanic.
I discovered that I could involve my culture and community in my passion, and I really like the idea of that, so I thought I'd try.
I'm on the direction that I want to be taking. I'm not stuck counting O-ring.
You never know the possibilities that are out there. You never know the turns of life, so you have to go for that.
I love this country, the land, people, culture, all the feelings, environment and everything. So I think I'm in the right place.
Realizing that you're making a bigger impact than just to an individual or a classroom is actually astonishing.
Better myself every day, and that day takes me forward. Well, I'll keep stepping, and I'll keep stepping, I'll keep stepping, and there might be no end.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Department of Training and Workforce Development and the State Training Board, welcome to the 2017 WA Training Awards presentation dinner. We would like to extend a special thank you to our sponsorship partners for their valued support. CCI Apprenticeship Support Australia, Crown Perth, Department of Jobs, Tourism, Science and Innovation, the Graham Polypharma Foundation, NICA WA, Training Accreditation Council, PAV, Picton Press. Please welcome your host for this evening, Lisa Fernandez.
Hello everyone, good evening and a very, very warm welcome to you to the 2017 WA Training Awards presentation dinner. Where's the CCI table? There, yeah, I can see you guys are going to get rowdy later on tonight. Cheers and well done. Look, tonight we're going to be celebrating excellence in our state's training sector, recognising individuals and organisations achieving great things and contributing to our future workforce. So thank you for being here to support this year's finalists. I'm just going to step out to show you my dress for a moment. What do you think? One of the young ladies who designed this dress, we are going to be meeting her later on because she won a fantastic award a few years ago through the WA training, so that's fantastic, and that's who we're here to celebrate, the students and the teachers. Now, finalists from this year are all around the state, students from Broome to Geraldton, Corrigan, Bunbury and Narrogin. They're representing a diverse range of industries from conservation to carpentry, logistics and to fashion design. Now, who here is not from Perth? Who's come and travelled from far away? Where are you guys from? You have to yell it out. Oh, don't be ashamed, yell it out. Geraldton, big round of applause for Geraldton for coming along. Thank you. I hope someone wins something tonight. Now, the success is testament to the quality training providers and employers throughout our state, determined to make a difference and raise the bar on training standards, and we all should be very proud. Now, some housekeeping before we get started. Toilets are located just outside to the right and all the way to the end as well. You can go to the toilets down there. Now, in the event of an emergency, no, there probably won't be one, okay, but CCI table, have a listen in case you've had a few drinks and you need to get out. There are exits to my left there and just up at the back of the room. Okay, you guys are not going to wish you weren't sitting there tonight because you're going to be a little bit targeted. Look, we've got some very important people here tonight and I'd like to introduce them. I'd like to acknowledge Your Honour Peter Tinley, MLA, Minister for Housing, Veterans Issues and Youth. Peter, thank you for being here. Mr Terry Healy, Member for Southern River. Terry, thank you as well. Ms Deirdre Wilmot, Chief Executive Officer, Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Western Australia. Deirdre, hello. Mr Rob Delaney, Deputy Director General International Education, Trade and Investment Department of Jobs, Tourism, Science and Innovation. And Rob will be here once he can fit all that on a business card and pass it out to everyone. I don't even know how he announces himself. Ms Anne Driscoll, Acting Director, General Department of Training and Workforce Development. Hello, Anne. Thank you so much for supporting this important and very prestigious program. Now, to welcome you and to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land we celebrate, may I introduce Barry Maguire.
Lisa, thank you so much. And may I also acknowledge the Honourable Peter Tinley. Ladies and gentlemen, special guests, and to you who have travelled in from so far away. I just ran into young fella down the back there, all the way from Bijiranga. And so from us as the Nyunga people, welcome to Bijiranga, one of the most beautiful communities in Western Australia. They've been winning awards of, over the years, and hats off to the community in the way that they stand and show that, you know, no matter where you come from, you can make a smile in any way. But as for the training programs, and no matter who you touch, and no matter where you walk, whether they are children, whether they are mature age, or they're in the communities, in the countries, in the prisons, it's a blessing to see that that opportunity is there for our people to make something and to clear the way so that their road can be better than it has been. See, I went through training, and now I'm standing talking in front of people. In my schooling days, we were expected to do a mime. And for us Nyunga kids, we didn't know what a mime was. And so I was put up to do a mime. And because I didn't know, the teacher took me outside, sat me on the bench. And she said, "You wait here." And she came back out and she grabbed me and she said, "We're going to see the principal." And so as I was sitting in the principal's reception, I can hear her talking about what I didn't do. What I didn't do. And he was getting the cuts. He was getting the sticks out to cut me on the hand. And so from there I didn't speak in front of anybody until I met a gentleman who taught me how to speak inside of the law courts, Magistrate Zempelis. He said, "What has been written is on the paper. It's the life that they have written. Read out what is there." And from there, I haven't shut up. I'm still talking. But the blessing thing is, as you walk and you see the crowds of people that you stand within, and you'll see frowns, you'll see an eye that looks at you and think, "What are you doing here?" But then you'll see a smile. And in that smile, there is bigger things for you and for what you can give, that you can take and share with each other. And so I've learned and trained with the many people to get to where I am. But that's another story. Congratulations to all the nominees, to all the winners. Congratulations to the Training Awards for bringing this platform to show you off to the world and what you have done within your community. So from us as the Whadjuk people and the Nyunga Nation here in Perth, with respect to my elders of the past, my elders of today, and for our generations yet to come, may my grandmothers and my grandfathers who have walked before me with their energies come to be with you. And that energy may it always encompass you and keep you safe. Later on as you travel home. May they travel with you too. Wajo no kot ko ne wajo boja. Akaka wana nyara wajena kajara bola nyara ngopwa yaka nyara. Nyene nyere neja wajo boja ba ye. Welcome to the lands of us, the Wajok people. It's beautiful to see many nations sitting here tonight as one. May you be blessed in the things that you do today and tomorrow. And may I share this old song of Kings Park. The way it's kept us as the Wajok, may it keep us and make us stronger as Australians in everything that we do. Wanare gamalana, wanare gamalana, boyongoda waningo, boyongoda waningo, wanare gamalana, boyongoda waningo, wanare gamalana, wanare gamalana, boyongoda waningo. Boyongoda waningo wanare gamalana boyongoda waningo. May you be blessed from the energies of our land. May it keep us safe and make us stronger in the things that we do. And the trainers, congratulations. The trainees, God bless in the things that you find for tomorrow, and congratulations. Stay safe. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Barry, for your words. Okay, so tonight is a celebration of students achieving great things in pursuit of a career that they love. It's of exceptional trainers going above and beyond for their students, and of WA organisations implementing quality programs and refusing to settle for anything short of excellence when it comes to highly trained and skilled workers. We have a really fantastic evening planned for you, and I'm so pleased that you're all here to celebrate the students and the teachers. So to start the proceedings, please welcome the Honourable Peter Tinley, MLA.
Thanks, Lisa, and thank you, Barry Maguire. Always love listening to your welcomes, country. Can I too acknowledge the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging, as I see as he identified some young people from outside of the Whadjuk lands coming here. It's really important that the Indigenous youth of Western Australia rise up and make a contribution to themselves, their community and to the state and this nation. Can I also acknowledge Terry Healy, my friend and colleague, member for Southern River. Good to see you, Terry. Anne Driscoll, Acting Director General of Training and Workplace Development. Deirdre Wilmont, still the CEO of CCI. Thank you very much for your service, and we look forward to your contribution into the future as you transition away from the CCI and go on to even bigger and better things. My old friend and former colleague, the former member for Joondalup, Jan Norberger, is here. Jan, good to see you made the transition. There is life after politics. It's excellent to see. Ladies and gentlemen, and of course, finalists in the Training Awards here for 2017. This really is a great pleasure to be here. As you might have guessed from this point here, that I am not the Minister for Education and Training. She's a redhead with a very fierce look, and I'm a bloke. So she unfortunately couldn't be here. She had to go to that horrible thing called COAG and try and make some decisions as a nation. So she asked me, and I didn't, if I'd step in for her, and it didn't take me more than 3 seconds with a Sue Ellery look to say, yes ma'am, no problems, I'd love to be here, and it's a great pleasure. It's 6 months into the McGowan government, or thereabouts, and there is a great opportunity for us. And it's very important, part of that opportunity is make sure that we are positioning the workforce in Western Australia for the opportunity that is presented to us. We sit out here as the sole representative of the Commonwealth of Australia into the Indian Ocean. We have a unique opportunity, and that opportunity is not on the East Coast. That opportunity is 3 and 5 hours to our north in our very time zone. In the next 20 to 30 years, nearly 60% of the world's consuming class will be in our time zone. Trade for Australia, like many other developed countries, has always been characterised in the past as trade between developed nations. Now, for the first time in our history on this planet, we are going to see the dominance of trade between developed nations and developing nations. That's a huge opportunity, but a huge risk as well, that we may see ourselves in the past, may see ourselves as doing what we always did, and that cannot be the case. Taking advantage of our proximity to our region is fundamentally important to the McGowan government. It's fundamentally important to the entire cabinet, actually, right across portfolios. But of course, the engine room of that is training and workforce development, understanding where we need to reorientate the skill sets, the training pathways, and that opportunity. So it's from that perspective that we're more than glad to be here tonight, more than happy to support these sorts of awards. But I should say something more fundamentally about the people here. Can I say thank you very much to the employers in the room. It is the employers who have been doing it tough in the last period of time. And one of the first things you can typically do when the screws come on in the economy and your business sectors, and that is start shedding your workforce and start shedding the training force. And your commitment to training through these hard years has not gone unrecognised, and thank you for that. Can I also give a big shout out to the parents of the trainees, the parents of the apprentices, the suffering parents of the trainees and apprentices. Well done to you. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You got this far. Well done. Hopefully, yes, why not? And of course, finally, can I say thank you very much for the dedication of those young people and older people and the adult trainees who have taken a decision to add to their skills, to add to their future opportunity, the options presented to them by their own efforts. It's for you tonight. We're here to celebrate your achievements, and it's with that I say thank you very much and have a lovely night.
Thank you very much, Peter. If you do want the Suellery look, though, there's a makeup station out there. So I'm sure that you maybe could take a picture with you and maybe not. Okay, so thank you very much, Peter. Round of applause. Good words. Now, throughout the night, there will be live updates on our social media channels throughout the evening. So who's on Instagram? Put your hand up. Excellent. Okay, so who's on Twitter? Who's on Facebook? Oh, quite a few people on Twitter. All right, here's what we're going to do. What we want to do is get out our phones right now. Let's do this really quickly. Come on, because we want this to be streamed. Get out your phone and maybe take a selfie with the person next to you. Not great light, but come on, oh, here we go. Peter, you can take a selfie. Come on, go on, get with it, get a selfie, and we're going to hashtag WATA17 for all your pictures and posts, and you're going to say that you're here tonight at the Perth Convention Exhibition Centre. That's right, take a selfie, don't leave people out. We want to be inclusive with our selfies. Okay, and we're going to Instagram it, and we're going to go WATA, hashtag WATA17. Now, what that means, for those who aren't quite up with social media, it means if you get on and you search that hashtag, then you can see all the pictures taken under that hashtag. Just makes it so much easier as well. So hashtag WATA for all your pictures and posts. Now, as I said, a little bit of fun in the foyer. Tonight we have Certificate 3 beauty students from North Metropolitan TAFE and hairdressing students from Taylor Weir International School of Hairdressing. Now, they're set up in the Pampers station, which I just mentioned to Peter, and they're ready to go and they're ready to do your touch-ups throughout the evening. So feel free to go and visit them at any time. And I want to say a big thank you. My makeup was done tonight by Chloe and Matt, who are from the North Metropolitan TAFE. So big round of applause to them, because you know what? Chicks in TV can be a little bit of a diva. So you can sit in front of they're a bit nervous, and they did a fantastic job. And students from Boom Radio are also doing a live broadcast from the foyer area out the front. They'll be doing some interviews and capturing some footage of the event, again for social media. So if you get an opportunity, go and say hello to them. They're our future broadcasters, future presenters, and it's great that they're here. Perth Convention Centre also have a great menu planned for us tonight. The waiters are coming around now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to let you guys do some social media, some Instagramming, some tweeting, and I will come back and then we will meet some of tonight's incredible finalists. Again, great to have you all here, and we're going to have a fantastic night. So thank you, enjoy your entrees. I'll be back shortly.
Benefits have been for the school community to be able to see what amazing things we're able to offer their young people in terms of setting them up for their futures in getting, real opportunities, real jobs, apprenticeships, traineeships.
Kwinana Industries Council is a very small organisation, so the benefits that we receive in being a finalist in these national awards is quite profound. We have looked for recognition for this program to be able to take it beyond Kwinana, beyond Perth metropolitan area, and so this recognition is what will deliver that for us, so we're very proud of that.
Meeting the finalists from all the states who are the best of the best and who are here because they've been chosen for their excellence, and being able to share stories with them and have discussions with them about quality training has been invaluable.
I think a training pathway, everybody is so passionate about working there. They really keep you up to date with all the latest innovations in your industry, keep you up to date with all the standards, and it just makes you one step ahead for your next job, or even in the existing job you're in.
Usually I wouldn't be able to speak in front of people. Now it's definitely built on that. Networking, I've learnt heaps through a lot of people. I've met a lot of people, and everybody has been really, really inspiring for me. I know what I want to be. Not everybody does. And that's what these type of events are about. Is this really for you? Is this the angle you want to go? Or is there more you want to do out in the community?
The VET sector has done so much for me. I'm a multi-trade, so it's taken me from the construction industry as a plumber and gas fitter to mining resources sector as an intermediate rigger and scaffolder and poly welder. Now it's taken me to the maritime industry as an integrated rating, and I've also been given understudy books in a diploma of nautical science. So it's doing wonders for me.
Personally, my favourite part has been getting all the stories from all the other people. It's unique for them. It's meeting these people from different states and seeing where they come from.
By doing this training awards, not only do we boast the people who are behind the stories, but also inspire the people back at home who are watching these videos and watching this training awards unfold to go push forward and actually enroll in these courses and possibly enroll in the training awards themselves and really get themselves out there.
The Department of Training and Workforce Development works in collaboration with the State Training Board to bring you the WA Training Awards. Now, the Chair of the State Training Board, Mr Jim Walker, cannot be here tonight, unfortunately, but he's recorded a video message to wish all tonight's finalists the best of luck.
Good evening. I'm sorry that I can't be with you tonight to help celebrate your achievements. There has never been a more important time for training in Western Australia. Our training sector plays an important role in the state's future. The WA Training Awards celebrates the best of the best. Each year, I look forward to the WA Training Awards. Being a part of the awards is an important aspect of my role as Chair of the State Training Board, because I was an apprentice diesel fitter. I have been involved with the awards for several years now and have the privilege of chairing the Apprentice of the Year category. I am sure that my fellow board members and panel judges would agree that the calibre of the finalists each year is outstanding. We are amazed each year at the wonderfully talented, gifted and skilled apprentices, trainees, students and trainers who choose a VET pathway and career. I acknowledge our organisational finalists and the contributions you make to the WA training sector and in skilling Western Australians. I have every confidence that tonight's winners will be great ambassadors for training excellence in our state and on the national stage. To tonight's finalists, I'd like to say good luck and thank you for being an inspiration. Please enjoy your evening, and on behalf of the State Training Board, thank you for your commitment and contribution to training in Western Australia.
Every year, the WA State Training Awards unearths incredibly talented students who become ambassadors for the training sector. And we're really privileged tonight to have two of those students here. They're winners from 2011 and they're contributing their skills to our event. So make them very welcome. I'm going to tell you a bit more about them as they come up to the stage. Please welcome WA Vocational Student of the Year in 2011, Jonte Pike, and WA Apprentice of the Year 2011, Aileen Gage. So I used to work at 92.9, right, the illustrious radio station, many, many years ago. And one of the stunts, I suppose, we had to do was we were talking about Barbie. And I was saying, look, I'm just not sure if the outfits that Barbie wears and our young girls play with are what real women would wear on the street. And so we took it to our callers and they said, yeah, it's, the outfits that Barbie's wearing, I don't know, would real women wear it? And so I was pushed into this stunt, by the way. This is nothing I actually wanted to do. It's radio for you, breakfast radio. They said, so Lisa, I think it was Sam Mack or Basil Zempilas, one of them. Lisa, why don't you dress up like Barbie and see how you look and if you can actually walk down the street? And I thought, well, that's a terrible idea. And my boss said, that's a great idea. And who do you think won? Correct. So I had to go find someone that was going to make Barbie outfits that I would therefore wear down the street. And I got in touch with a young WA designer who I'm sure had better things to do with her time than make a Barbie outfit for a grown woman. And that woman happened to be Jonte. And so I think, what did you make, Jonte? Some awful hot pants. And look how far we've come, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, Jonte designed this tonight from her new collection. Very well done. Jonte, I'll get to you first and then Aileen, I'll get you to design something terrible for me out of pastry later. Jonte, can you just hold this? Your award when you received it, was fantastic, the Vocational Student of the Year, and it's been 6 years since then. You've got your own label. You showed at Telstra Perth Fashion Festival, I know, last night or the night before?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago with your collection. I know I've bought stuff from your collection previously. What sort of a journey has it been since you won that award?
It was an amazing journey. I really didn't know what to expect, but when looking back, I'm so glad that I entered the training awards. Just the people I met and the experiences, going through the interview processes and applications have really helped and prepared you for future applications as well. And I was fortunate enough to go on to being runner-up in Australia for the vocational student. So that as well was just incredible, and on a national scale too, just the people you met, the networking skills you learn, and especially in my industry, it's all about networking.
And we've spoken about the students that are here tonight and the awards, but tell us about your one of your instructors, one of your teachers.
Oh, one of my teachers. I had amazing teachers. Yep. Probably one of my third year lectures at TAFE, she was so supportive, and I still see her. Recently, just on Monday, I actually did a talk at the Polytechnic TAFE, and it was amazing. I saw her there again, and even I graduated in 2010, feels like a long time ago now, but I just feel like she's still my lecturer. So just having that continued support from training has been incredible.
And just quickly, for those who maybe aren't familiar with Jonte's journey, Jonte, what do you do right now? Tell us about where you are in your business.
So I have a fashion label self-titled Jonte Designs, and I stock around WA and Melbourne and online. I currently produce with India, China, Indonesia and locally as well. So a little bit spread everywhere, which has been incredible to learn to work with those different factories. And just showed at Fashion Week. I've been fortunate enough to travel quite a lot, and my goal really for the company is to expand around Australia, New Zealand, and hopefully hit the international market after that. But baby steps.
You're amazing. Big round of applause. So fantastic. Thanks, Jonte. Now, you may have noticed the sweet little favours on the tables in front of you. Well, they are thanks to our next ambassador, Aileen Gay. Aileen, you're a pastry chef and you won WA Apprentice of the Year 2011. You come forward because Jonte was standing probably too far back. Now, you won it in November and you're opening your own bakery cafe. Yes. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, hopefully we'll be opening by the end of November. So it's actually a bakery cafe and pastry shop, and we'll specialize in European style pastries and breads, and we'll make, you know, the typical kind of cafe food, a little bit modern. Yeah, so it's really exciting.
And where's it going to be?
In South Perth.
Well, tell us about your journey from when you won and then to 2017.
It's been quite a journey. I've been fortunate enough to get an overseas scholarship and I went to France. And I did a 6-month training course over there, and I worked there for about 1.5 years after that. So that was a really good opportunity because you see so much. My industry it's the top of the top there. So you see what's modern and what's innovative, and it opens your eyes, and it's been a really, really exciting journey, yeah. And I've been involved with some ambassador work, which is also really great because you show your support for other people that are going through the same that you did before. And yeah, proceeding with getting my cafe ready, that's been quite a challenge. We've had our ups and downs, but it's come to a good point. So yeah, that's.
What are you going to call the cafe?
It's called Baker A Chef. Yeah.
And obviously you eat nothing of what you bake.
I give it all to my chef.
Wow, yeah. So lucky. Look at her. All right, you know what? I just want us to put out, Aileen, thank you. I want us to put our hands together for these 2 young women. Exceptional. And they're a product of what we are experiencing tonight. And I think that's just amazing. And I wish you both all the best. We're ready to get started. CCI table, are you ready? Because this first award, WA Employer of the Year 2017, is proudly sponsored by CCI, Apprenticeship Support Australia. Let's hear it for them. We would like to make very welcome Deirdre Wilmot, Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Western Australia, to present this first significant award. Deirdre, please make your way to the stage.
Apprenticeship Support Australia is funded by the Australian Government to provide apprenticeship and traineeship advice, guidance and support to businesses. Consultants are located Australia-wide with 14 locations in WA, from Kununurra to Albany. Apprenticeship Support Australia assists employers by stepping them through the best training options for their business, including identifying suitable qualifications, financial incentives, mentoring support and more. They also offer recruitment support through an online career platform, Skills Road, to help employers find and select the right applicant for their roles.
Absolutely. Big round of applause. Okay, now we're going to meet the finalists.
The finalists for WA Employer of the Year 2017 are JSW Australia. JSW Australia has a reputation for being one of Australia's safest and most technologically advanced drilling, blasting and water installation infrastructure contractors. Operating a fleet of 34 custom-built drill rigs and associated support equipment, they employ approximately 140 people. Focused on ensuring a positive outcome for all employees, their structured career development pathways enable employees to attain the highest level of safety and production standards. McDonald's Australia. As one of Australia's largest employers and trainers, McDonald's employs more than 100,000 Australians and invests around $5 million in employee training and development in Western Australia. Proud of the opportunities they give their people to grow, they see training as an investment, not a cost. For McDonald's, today's crew member is tomorrow's business leader, and examples of this are prevalent throughout the organisation. Roy Hill. As the only independent iron ore project with Western Australian majority ownership, they continue to offer quality training despite industry downturn. Falling graduate employment rates saw Roy Hill create the innovative Step Up program. employing and training graduates in roles such as haul truck operators to give them paid work and relevant industry experience.
The West Australian Employer of the Year 2017 is McDonald's Australia.
Getting the award for McDonald's Australia is Megan Koopman. Megan, congratulations. Okay, we're going to make you do this horrible thing now, and that's where you come to the microphone and you get to say a few words. Do you want me to hold your award while you do that?
Thank you. Well, thank you. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Department of Training and Workforce Development, as well as the State Training Board, for the opportunity to be part of this fantastic event. A big thank you also to CCI Apprenticeship Support Australia. Megan and Michael, thank you for all of your support, not only sponsoring this award, but also your continued support in ensuring our traineeship program runs so smoothly from contract enrolment to completion of all of our traineeships. To our entire training team, from our trainers and assessors to our training consultants, thank you for your hard work day in and day out. Without you, we would not be achieving such amazing results and recognition for this award. McDonald's is the largest employer of youth in Australia, and we strive to put all of our people first and training at the forefront of all we do. Our founder, Ray Kroc, once said, "If you work just for money, you will never make it. But if you love what you're doing and you always put your people first, success will be yours." Thank you again and enjoy the rest of your night.
No worries at all. Congratulations once again to McDonald's Australia. Thank you to Deirdre for presenting the award and to all our finalists. Thank you very, very much. Okay, now I'd like to go to our second award, which is WA Industry Collaboration Award. And I'd like to welcome Anne Driscoll, Acting Director General of the Department of Training and Workforce Development, to present this award. You are representing the WA Industry Collaboration Award tonight, so can you tell us a bit more about it for those who don't know?
Well, I don't think this is working.
No, it is.
Well.
Don't worry. I'm probably standing in front of them so they couldn't see that you had it, but you go ahead.
The Industry Collaboration Award is all about training providers that take an extra step, go that extra mile. Obviously, we've got some great providers here tonight, but these are the providers that really go out of their way to promote training in a broader sense across the community. And in doing so, do some great things within the community as well to really make a difference in that place.
Okay, Anne, thank you for explaining that. We're now going to meet the finalists.
The finalists for WA Industry Collaboration Award 2017 are MPA Skills. MPA Skills collaboration with the Master Plumbers and Gas Fitters Association of WA and Master Painters and Decorators Australia saw pre-apprenticeship groups artistically decorate a community library with colourful murals. Through additional industry collaborations, one of their members became a contributing author to the World Health Organisation and World Plumbing Council publication providing advice on sustainable and health-conscious plumbing practices. National Electrical and Communications Association WA. Established almost a century ago, National Electrical and Communications Association WA represents more than 1,200 electrical and communications contractors in Western Australia. Collaborating with Electrical Group Training, who employ approximately 471 apprentices, they provide their industry with a clear strategy and system to develop and sustain a strong future workforce. They link employers and apprentices to provide a solid path from qualification to employment.
Lisa, before I announce the winner, can I just congratulate you on your wonderful, warm emceeing of tonight's event? It's really lovely. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, oh, that's nice. I thought you were going to congratulate me on looking all right after having a baby. The baby's 10 months old.
Well, that too. The winner of the Industry Collaboration Award is MPA Skills.
Congratulations to MPA Skills. And Frank, come on up here. Frank, oh, sorry? Mike, sorry, Mike. Mike, here you are.
Thank you very much.
You can stand that way, sorry, just so they can all see you, otherwise I'm in your way.
Unfortunately, Frank couldn't make it tonight, and I was given the go this afternoon. So I was asked to make it short. I'd just like to thank the State Training Board and the Department of Education and Workforce Development. Obviously, we were born out of the industry. I represent the Master Painters and Decorators WA, and also the plumbing and gas fitters. So they're our industry background. We also work very closely with Construction Training Fund, with Water Corporation, and also with NECA as well. And that enables us to provide some industry-ready apprenticeships through our apprenticeship training and through the employment. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Round of applause, and thank you for presenting the award tonight. And also, again, thank you to all of our finalists for coming up. So well done. Okay, our next award is WA Small Training Provider of the Year. To present this award, please welcome Jeanette Roberts, Member of the State Training Board. Now we're going to meet our finalists.
The finalists for WA Small Training Provider of the Year 2017 are Auswest Specialist Education and Training Services. Auswest Specialist Education and Training Services provide registered vocational developmental and tertiary training and appropriate supporting education in Western Australia's prisons to a uniquely disadvantaged group of adult learners. Their engaging training programs range from stop-motion animation to rehabilitation for black cockatoos and have seen decreased reoffending rates and increased employment retention for prisoners post-custody. Industrial Training Institute, an initiative of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Western Australia. The Industrial Training Institute has successfully trained more than 2,500 students in the electrical, mechanical and fabrication industries at their purpose-built facility. With a strong emphasis on safety and risk management, students are prepared for the strict standards in real workplaces. Their quality training has also produced 3 previous WA Training Award winners. Scope Training. Scope Training refuses to rest on its laurels. After winning this category last year, they continue to innovate and improve. Working in close collaboration with clients, they ensure training is delivered by subject matter experts with demonstrated ability to pass on their skills and experience. Flexible training delivery includes online and popular video learning, with one YouTube video attracting more than 16,000 views.
The winner of the Small Training Provider of the Year for 2017 is Auswest Specialist Education and Training Services.
Congratulations again to all our finalists, and congratulations to Auswest Specialist Education and Training Services. Christine, hello. Christine, this is where I hold your big thing and you hold my small thing, and you can say a few words if you don't mind.
Not a problem. Thank you very much. Look, I'd like to thank Department of Training and Workforce Development. I'd also like to thank the State Training Authority and sponsors. And I'd also like to acknowledge the other finalists. It's special for us this year. We're celebrating 115 years of correctional education in Western Australia, from when the first teacher was appointed at Fremantle Prison. Now I have an absolutely wonderful team of educators that work in prisons to work in a very stressful environment with clients that have exceptional issues and come to the education environment with stresses and strains. My staff work exceptionally well, and it's all about engagement and re-engagement in education and training, and they do that beautifully. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Christine. What you just said about that environment where people are really stressed and have lots of issues, that sounds a lot like Channel 9. Sounds like where I work. Sounds like the media. Okay, now for the final organisation, no one go back and tell anyone at Channel 9 I said that. Now for the final organisation category for 2017, WA Large Training Provider of the Year. I'd like to make welcome Wayne Muller, Member of the State Training Board, to present this award.
The finalists for WA Large Training Provider of the Year 2017 are North Metropolitan TAFE, with a rich history of providing training in Western Australia from Certificate 1 to higher education qualifications across 48 industries. North Metropolitan TAFE provides nationally recognised training choices in mainstream and niche areas. As a conduit to the labour market, they maintain extensive relationships with schools, higher education providers, local governments, professional associations and businesses to facilitate meaningful pathways for students and alumni. North Regional TAFE. Servicing a region of almost 1 million square kilometres, North Regional TAFE has 12 campuses from Karratha to Kununurra. Training is customised to local industry and community requirement, aligning training delivery to skill shortage areas and local employment demand. A major contributor to social capital in the region, they employ more than 300 people. With a significant Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander student population, they pride themselves in providing culturally appropriate training initiatives. South Metropolitan TAFE. South Metropolitan TAFE provides world-class training to around 25,000 students from Bentley to Mandurah, forming a significant proportion of Western Australia's vocational education and training system. They deliver training to approximately 60% of Western Australia's apprentices and trainees. They are committed to developing and delivering cutting-edge training that is aligned to the changing needs of industry to ensure relevancy and currency.
The WA Large Training Provider of the Year is North Regional TAFE.
Congratulations again to North Regional TAFE. Kevin, would you mind saying a few words?
Thank you very much.
No worries. I can hold that for you.
Thank you. I'd like to acknowledge the Department of Training and Workforce Development and the State Training Board for making this award possible. Those of you that didn't tune in, North Regional TAFE is the merging of Kimberley and Pilbara Institutes. Huge job, huge area, wonderful staff. And in that process, fair bit of hard work, heartache, a few tears occasionally. But what made the whole thing work was the staff never forgot to have fun and laugh. And that's what's got us here. So I sincerely thank all of the staff of North Regional TAFE. Thank you.
Well done. Well done, Kevin. Thank you very much. And again, congratulations to all our finalists tonight. Now, we've reached an exciting point in the awards program, announcing the winners of our first 3 individual awards categories. Okay, so is everyone ready? No, I can't do it if you're all ready. Are you all ready for this? The winners of our first 3 individual awards categories. Who was that table down the back there? Well done. You ready, table down the back? The first individual category is WA Trainer of the Year. And here to present the award is Deborah Goostrey, member of the Training Accreditation Council. Deborah, please make your way up to the stage. We're going to find out about this.
The Training Accreditation Council is established under the Vocational Education and Training Act and is an independent statutory body that assures the quality of training and assessment of RTOs registered with the Council and accreditation of courses in the vet sector in Western Australia. The Council operates within a national framework and is the WA vet regulator under the nationally agreed standards. The Council has a strong commitment to reducing regulatory burden whilst ensuring that only RTOs that meet the standards enter and remain in the WA vet sector.
And now we're going to meet the finalists.
The finalists for WA Trainer of the Year 2017 are Jane Goodfellow.
One of my favourite moments would be when I went out to assess a student in a school and I recognised the supervising teacher, and it just took me a second to realise that she was actually a Certificate 3 student of mine years and years and years ago. It did make me feel very old, but it also made me feel incredibly proud.
Ekta Tandon.
I've been practicing as a dermal therapist and a cosmetic nurse now for a collective number of years, about 11 years now, and I didn't really plan into getting into training. It's just something I stumbled upon by accident, but I think it's been the most pleasant accident so far because I've just realized that it's the most rewarding part of my professional life.
Robert Taylor.
The reason I wanted to be a trainer was because I was inspired by my own trainers back in the United Kingdom. I actually didn't complete year 12. I had to go back and retake my examinations again so I could get into the college pathway. When I went to college, I was really inspired by the lecturers there that taught me and told me you could be anything you wanted to be, providing you worked hard at it. And that is the main reason that I went back into training, is because I wanted to do the same. What had been given to me. It was my time to give back.
Indumathi V.
The rewarding aspect of my job is actually working in the vocational education and training sector. Because we are in a very niche market, or a very special position where we act as a conduit to bring in people from different backgrounds, be it from schools or people who are trying to upskill from the industry or people who are trying to go into the university, to use us as a pathway to get where they want.
And the WA Trainer of the Year 2017 is Jane Goodfellow.
Jane, you train in the education support sector and you have been a lecturer for 20 years, during which time you've made an exceptional contribution to the sector. And I love your dress, by the way. I saw you out there. It's very... No, you're welcome. Okay, we'll get back to it. What inspires you to do what you do? Tell us. Step in here and let us know.
Thank you very much. As a lecturer, I've actually made a career out of speaking for a long time. And I think this is probably the only time ever that in a professional context I've been told 1 minute only.
Oh, it's terrible.
So, for my 1 minute's worth, I would like to thank the hosts, the Department of Training and Workforce Development, and of course the State Training Board, and our sponsor for this award. Thank you very much for the Training Accreditation Council. And I'd also like to thank North Metro TAFE, in particular my Managing Director Michelle Hode, who has been a great supporter of me, and I really appreciate her encouragement over the years. Actually, to do this job is a privilege, and I pinch myself every single morning when I get to go to work and influence people and help them achieve their dreams. And actually, I'm kind of pinching myself a bit now as well. I'd like to congratulate my fellow finalists. I actually Googled you all, and you're all amazing at what you do. So well done, and thank you for making us look so good. Thanks to my colleagues at North Metro TAFE, who are always encouraging and quite inspiring. And also my husband works at North Metro TAFE, so thanks, Steve, except that he couldn't come tonight because apparently Geelong are playing tonight. No, don't even. So, I think they're winning as well, I've been told. So, thank you again, and I wish everyone a fantastic night, and yeah, thank you for having me.
Well done, congratulations. And there's your thing there. Well done to Jane. And I laughed then at Geelong. My boss at Channel 9, his son actually plays for Geelong, Sean Menegola. And so he's obviously very... Well, it's been a horrible week at work, let's be honest. Your son's in the finals. The boss is all over the shop. No good anyway. Jane, you're an absolute treasure, and thank you very much for, saying a few words. And good luck in November too, Jane. Round of applause for Jane. She's going to Canberra in November to represent WA. Fantastic. Okay, the first student award, it's the WA International Student of the Year, and it's sponsored by the Department of Jobs, Tourism, Science and Innovation. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about this award. It recognises the outstanding achievements of international students undertaking vocational education and training here in WA. And I'd like to welcome Joe Bontempo from the Department of Jobs, Tourism, Science and Innovation to present the award. Hello, Joe.
The Department of Jobs, Tourism, Science and Innovation is Western Australia's lead agency for economic development, international trade and investment and tourism. The department also supports the international education industry in Western Australia through attracting new students, providing information and resources about studying and living here, and promoting all the benefits the state has to offer potential students.
Now we're going to meet the finalists.
The finalists for WA International Student of the Year 2017 are Jai Xian Chen.
And here they respect you like you are a person. So they give you a space, they give you space to think, they give you space to create. That's why different from Taiwan, you have more opportunity to show yourself. Yes, that's what I love here.
Kumbrai Guno.
I know how hard it is to be far away from home and family, but since there are people who can help you, it is like a worthwhile journey where you can have friends for life, where you can acquire superior knowledge and pursue your dreams. Nothing is impossible in WA.
Hui Shide Fikes.
Like I had a really solid career in Brazil, and I gave up just for love for green space. Like today, I can help people to beautify their lives through gardens and try to reconnect people with nature. That's a lack of nature in our society, and nurturing love for green space in people's life. This is really rewarding and make me feel much better.
Charlotte Strike.
There's so many events on in Perth, and it is a very new kind of city. So yeah, just attending kind of pop-up markets and food stalls and all along Elizabeth Quay, and you've got the Swan Valley. So I just loved that event management was brought the community together, and I wanted to be a part of that community.
And the winner of the WA International Student of the Year is Hui Shai Fikes.
Congratulations, Hui. Well done. Now, you are originally from Brazil. So you hate soccer, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
I hate it. Are you
not a good Brazilian?
You actually do hate soccer?
Yep.
Oh. Why are you cheering? That's what are your countrymen going to think? Tell us a little bit about Hui, and I'll get you to stand at the microphone. What attracted you to study here in Western Australia?
How enjoyable is working as a landscaper in WA. This place has the most amazing plants in the world. Every Western Australian should be proud of this environment. This is what brought me here to work with sustainable landscaping.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I just want to say well done to all our finalists tonight. Give them a big round of applause. Thank you, Hui. I'm not going to say every chick in the room, but a lot of ladies in the room wish that you were doing their garden. So well done. Congratulations. I know my garden's a terrible mess. Anyway, round of applause, and we're going on to the next award. Well done. Okay, the next category is the WA Cultural Diversity Training Award. Now, this category celebrates students who have migrated to WA in the last 5 years, and they are undertaking training to assist them in making a positive impact on their life and working in Australia. I've got to say, these training awards, when I was reading about them, especially the international students that have come over and the immigrants that have come over, you know, my background is that my family actually immigrated here from India. My hair is dyed, it's going to fall out, it's fine, it's actually black. But my parents came here from India in the late 60s, early 70s, and came here with nothing. And they had a lot of support from their workplaces at the time and the government at the time. And I think it's really important that we do continue to support immigrants that are coming in and teaching them new skills and teaching them training, because you know what? They are the ones that do give back so much coming to a new country. So I think that's fantastic. And it isn't easy starting a life in a new country. A lot of the time there are language differences, you know, you don't have that family support, but these students show us how and what is really possible, and I think they're so inspiring. To present the award, please welcome the judging panel chair, Mr. Nathan Bentley. And now we are going to meet the finalists.
The finalists for WA Cultural Diversity Training Award 2017 are Rachel Orr.
When you are ready, you choose the course you want to study. You need to study hard. You study hard when you love something. You do by your passion. You don't feel tired. And pay attention to the detail and learn from experience. One by day, you will be better.
Esfanja Shamir.
WorkPrac was a real world that everything I've learned before, I could practically start doing that. And seeing people, seeing students and work with them, interact with them, to see how's their world, what I really wanted to know. So WorkPrac was my best part of the training.
Lalida Umdomsak.
I got my Chinese friend, even like Asian friends, because I said, because sometimes they ask me like for help and ask me, what does this mean? Can you help me for it or write? I say, yeah, come to TAFE so you can learn to do it yourself. Like I improve my English, not good, but I'm getting there, you know, I'm keep doing step by step.
And the winner of the WA Cultural Diversity Training Award for 2017 goes to Esfanja Shamir.
Hi Esfanja, how are you?
Thank you, I'm very well. Good evening everyone.
Excellent. Esfanja immigrated to Australia in 2013 and he came to Western Australia, lucky you. What do you love about living in WA? Just tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, let me, after all thanks to everyone, let me go to the point that I always wanted to tell you. I can bend a little bit.
No, you can just, okay. We'll just move it. Now that wasn't us. Wasn't us, Esfanja, well, keep going.
Iranian guy here sound like that bombing thing probably. Yes, possible. Don't tell anyone I said this. Guys, I just wanted to say that like every time I have a look at all achievements or anything I see, there is a big thing. It reminds me of people behind that always are caring, supporting and loving really. Since I've been in Australia, I just want to tell you how lovely you people are. From the small supporting, like a very small smile of you, or the big supporting, no matter where I come from, who I am, or you know, if you even like me or not. But you are all supporting lovely people. Thank you so much. I'm standing here because of every single of you that I know or don't know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Esfanja, I don't know what your trade is, but you know what, if it goes pear-shaped, you could always do stand-up comedy. We can talk later on, no problem. Wonderful categories just then, and they really do deserve our congratulations. So coming up, we're going to have the final 5 student awards for 2017. It's just going to get better and better. I bet what he says goes into the highlights reel. And it goes around all these government organisations. Did you see what that guy said at the awards night? Hey, just before we get into the final 5 student awards, because I know some of you are still finishing your desserts, we were just having a chat at the table over there about, you know, trades versus going to uni. When I was growing up and I went to high school, it was a massive thing to actually go to university. Like your parents, you've got to go to uni, Lisa, you've got to go to uni. When actually I wanted to go to Whopper. But I went to university and, you know, got a degree and all that sort of stuff and really hasn't served me very well. But my plumber, you see now my plumber, my toilet went out of whack, my toilet blew and I needed a plumber and I remember it was Derby Day. So I called my plumber and I said, can you fix my toilet? And he said, I can come with my wife on the way to the Eagles game because we're members. And I said, all right, well, I'm Dockers, so no worries, come along. So he rolls up, but he rolls up to my house with his wife in a brand new Mercedes SUV. And I thought, you know what? It was at that stage I was working in the media and I made a call to find out if I could still get an electrician's apprenticeship, and get a trade because the media wasn't going so well for me. And it's funny how times have changed, hasn't it? Because I did need an electrician. Obviously my house is falling apart, all right, whatever. So the toilet went, then the lights went. So I got the young electrician recommended to me by my good friend Tim Gossage. And he said, this guy's terrific, he's great, he fixed lights in my... And this young bloke came around, he was 26 years old, gorgeous fella. And I was chatting with him as he fixed my lights in my house that's falling apart and the toilet was blown. And he's got 3 houses and he lives in another house. He's 26. And he was single, but, you're all taken, so don't even bother. But 3 houses. And I just thought, times have so changed that I think my kids now, I would get them into a trade, quick as, rather than go to uni. I'm not saying uni's bad. Yeah, well done to me. I'm not saying uni's bad, but all I know is that I've achieved nothing and I went to university. So it didn't get me very far. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're back and ready to present. What did I do at uni? I did political science, Russian history. Probably the most useless degree. No, and where's that going to get me? Absolutely no. And I'm working at Channel 9. I know I like Russia. I wanted to be an ambassador, like the jackal. Anyway, we're back and we're ready to present our 5 final student awards for 2017. Are you ready? Why I want you to get excited is because when we're going to, the finalists are announced, we want some clapping for each finalist on this one. Now, these 5 category winners will receive a $5,000 study grant to further their careers. They'll also go on to represent Australia, or WA, at the Australian Training Awards to Canberra this November. And they will be ambassadors for the training sector over the next 12 months. So it's pretty special. Now, before I do introduce the next category, I'd like to acknowledge all of our finalists tonight, like we have done up on stage, but I just want to say that you're already ambassadors and leaders in your field by the fact that you've put in so much hard work to get where you are tonight. And regardless of the outcome, as finalists, this is your opportunity, your springboard into the future, so you must take it, please, and be very proud of what you've achieved, because like I was trying to say tonight, I think you've got such bright futures ahead of you, and that's just remarkable, especially the people that have come here from other countries to Australia, especially. It's amazing, and our Indigenous youth who we're going to be meeting tonight. So feel free to get in touch with WA Training Awards team after the event to put your name down for any upcoming opportunities in your sector, because you never know where it may lead you. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Because as I just mentioned, the next category, and I want a big cheer, WA Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year. Where are yous? 2017, sponsored by the Graham Polly Farmer Foundation. Now I'd like to welcome on stage Danny Ford, who is a board member from the Graham Polly Farmer Foundation, to present the award.
In 1997, the Graham Polly Farmer Foundation's first education project, Gumla Munawani, Coming Together to Learn, was established in Karratha. Since then, the Foundation's education programs have been successfully replicated in communities across Australia, catering to Aboriginal students from primary school to Year 12, providing them with after-school tuition and individual mentoring. More than 1,000 Aboriginal students have graduated from the Foundation's secondary programs and are on a positive post-school pathway. There are currently 1,670 Aboriginal students participating in Foundation programs at 45 sites across Australia.
Now we're going to meet the finalists.
The finalists for WA Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Student of the Year 2017 are Shayna Daniels.
So vocational training fits my personality a little bit more. I'm more of a hands-on, get into it kind of person. As soon as I finished with my diploma, I am starting a contract as a lead event coordinator for a government company. So that's my next move for the next 2 years.
Kim Dick.
Mick Davies, he rang me up and he gave me the opportunity, and I grabbed it with both hands. Well, it's something different, and it was a different path for me. Just taking all the skills and knowledge that is going to be passed on to me by others, and I'll take that next step tomorrow, and I'll take the next step the next day, and I'll see where I end up.
Kirsten Holliner.
I feel like a career is possible, like it's real. Like I've been given the skills, they've been validated by work experience. I'm confident in myself, they're confident in me, so you know, the pathway's there and I'm capable, so I'm going to take it. I think that's the best thing about it, is knowing that I'm capable.
Winston Shoveler Caesar.
One of the ranger groups I worked for is Skarajati, which is a tribe where I'm from. And what made me got into it was just like staying connected to my country and culture, and also being close to my family. We're just a happy bunch and we get along so well because we're a family.
And the winner is Kim Dick.
Now, Kim, look, you've got a lot of supporters here. It's like you've got your fan club. All right, so here's your opportunity to tell us who they are and what you're all about. Go and say a few words. Who are they, firstly?
I just got to pull out.
Oh, yeah, all right, go on
there,
brother.
it is.
Oh. It's lemonade.
No, sorry. Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. I would like to thank the Department of Training and Workforce Development, State Training Board and the Graham Polly Farmer Foundation for sponsoring this award. I feel very excited to win this award, okay? Okay, yeah, Royal, I work for Royal as a trainer. They've been very supportive in my potential, and I feel very lucky for having the opportunity to work for that company. Seems that they gave me the opportunity. I'd also like to thank John Potter, Training Works, for his support and in my Cert 4, because your confidence, mate. You gave me confidence in myself, so thank you. A big thank you to my dad come from Melbourne, to my wife Heather and our family, and to your mum and dad Heather. Okay, my biggest thanks is to Mick Davies and Sally Farr. And to our team, the Royal Training Team. You've mentored me and encouraged me, so thank you very much, guys. Hey, big help. Trying to assess it now, so, and we won this award, so yeah, thank you very much. I just want to thank you for all standing up, like listening to me too, you know. But my training's going to go a long way, eh? I'm going to, you know, pass my skills and knowledge on to others. And thank you.
Kim, thank you. Thank you to our other finalists as well. Let's give them a big round of applause. Kim, do you want to keep your lemonade for keepsake? Kim, do you want to keep your lemonade for keepsake? I reckon. And also, by the way, nice shoes, brother. Nice shoes. All right, well done to all our finalists. Well done to Kim. What a great award. All right, our next award, which is one that Jonte, who I got up earlier, won in 2011, and let's remember where Jonte is now. This is Vocational Student of the Year. Now, before we meet our finalists, I have our 2016 Vocational Student of the Year here with me, and her name is Louise Brooks. Now, Louise, what was the experience like in Darwin to go there?
Oh, it was amazing. It was a week just to spend time with like-minded individuals that were just as passionate either being trained or training people. And they had professional development days worked out for us, skills network forums. We got to speak to people that would pass on to government our issues that we wanted to raise for VET. Two main things that we thought were the raising the status of VET. We thought, you know, just to make people aware it is on a par to university courses. It's not like the poor relation. and also trying to encourage younger people to be more aware of what's available.
Yes.
Not just trying to get them at school age,
yes,
but primary school age as well. Yeah.
And do you think that was achieved when you were there?
It's early days, yeah,
Okay.
but we've just been filtered back down to government. But yeah, touch wood. But just on a personal level as well, it was just fantastic listening to everybody's journey. And obviously, you know, the fantastic support network you get here. Where's Mother Hen, Alicia and her team, Laura?
Yes.
They make sure they herd you to where you have to go. But just hearing everybody's stories, on a personal level, it motivated me to go back to do an apprenticeship this year.
Well, hold on. I might be behind the eight ball. I apologise. So what do you actually do?
I did commercial cookery.
Yes.
Thanks to the money I won last year, I went back to do a Cert 4, and I've just started an adult apprenticeship in pastry chef as well. So I've just spent
another one. Well done. And what's your what's your next year? Your next 2 year? What are your goals in regards to career?
Eat my body weight in pastries.
Perfect. I love that. What's your favourite pastry?
Oh, you can't be.
Okay, no, it's like one of your children. Oh, croissant.
Yes, can't be. They're so versatile.
And so you see yourself doing this?
I think when my children are a little bit older, I'd like to. Is it Elaine?
Yes.
I think her name. I'm going to have a little network with her later and try and pick her brain because I'd like to have my own business.
Because she's opening up her bakery in South Perth.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, it's wonderful. Excellent. So you had a good time in Darwin?
It was fantastic. They give you the tools, but ultimately it's up to you, all you winners, to get yourself out there and sell your story.
All right. Thanks, Louise, for sharing that. Big round of applause. Thank you, Louise. She was yes, that way you can go that, Lou. It's not easy coming up on stage, people. I make it look easy. It's very difficult. Louise Brooks, WA Vocational Student of the Year. So well done, Louise. Thank you. So this year in 2017, the WA Vocational Student of the Year is sponsored by Crown Perth. And we're going to welcome Shane Thomas from Crown Perth to present the award. Shane is coming up on stage right now.
Crown Perth is proud to be the largest single-site private sector employer in WA, employing over 5,000 staff members. To date, approximately 2,000 apprentices and trainees have been awarded with nationally accredited qualifications. Priding itself on creating opportunities for all Western Australians and investing in its people, Crown Perth understands that lasting success relies on the passion, skill and dedication of its employees, which is the reason it has invested over $2 million in dedicated learning and development facilities.
All right, now we're going to meet our finalists.
The finalists for WA Vocational Student of the Year 2017 are Maria Baker.
I think studying is something that never goes lost. Even if you don't need to get into the workforce just for fun, as a hobby, or just to get out of your home or to engage and connect with new people, it's always great. You never know the possibilities that are out there. You never know the turns of life, so you have to go for that.
Chloe Blight.
Being able to make a difference in the lives of farmers and make it more enjoyable for them, because there's also lots of problems with mental illness and that. So that's another thing, I guess. I'd love to talk about mental illness to young adolescents and that, to help educate them, because with my own experiences and that, I know it's a very common problem that's increasing more and more.
Nardine Burgess.
Well, nursing is a very hard and saddening career, and I just wasn't happy, and I really wanted to do something that made me happy and that I wanted to go to work every day. And what better way to do that through events that really celebrated people's lives, like weddings or birthdays and other things like that. So that's definitely why I chose events.
Kyle Morgan.
In 12 months I went from selling parts for earth moving machinery to running a project, a Green Army team doing a revegetation project. That was within 12 months of quitting my job. So I use that as an example of what you can do through vocational training, and to me it's worth it. 12 months, done, changed.
And the Vocational Student of the Year is Kyle Morgan.
Congratulations to Kyle. Now, As Kyle steps up here with his laminated bit of paper, Kyle, you studied environmental monitoring and laboratory technology, and you've worked as a conservation volunteer with the Green Army. I had to read actually all of that rather than memorise it, but your life wasn't always like that, was it?
No, it wasn't. I used to sell parts for an earth-moving company, so it's a bit of a drastic change from selling parts to rip up the earth to sort of running a team to sort of put it back together. So, yeah, it was a pretty big change. It was a huge change. Do you want to thank some people? Yeah, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't win just so I didn't have to do a speech. So firstly, I'd like to thank the Department of Training and Workforce Development and the State Training Board for this award and the opportunity. If you'd asked me 24 months ago whether I'd be standing here, I would have laughed at you. Yet here we are. The outcome of my studies, for me, it wasn't a piece of paper at the end of it. It changed the direction of my life. It helped me start again, basically, and get to where I wanted to be. So there's a few really important people that I'd like to thank. Belinda Lysett, Glenn Varley and Volker Stanger from Central Regional TAFE in Geraldton, along with the team from Batavia Coast Maritime Institute, who helped me out greatly. My family, particularly my mum. Hopefully this makes up for the stress I caused her all through school, just a little bit. And to my beautiful wife, who agreed to marry an unemployed student. And without her encouragement and belief in me, I wouldn't be here. I'd be doing the same job that I wasn't passionate about and I hated going to every day. And lastly, to the big man upstairs for giving me an amazing and complex and over-engineered world for me to study. So thank you all very much.
What a wonderful speech. There's always a great woman behind a man. And look at you now. Kyle, look at you now. Absolutely well done. Such a deserving winner. And thank you again, as always, to all our nominees. Let's give them a round of applause as they leave the stage as well. Kyle, that was an excellent speech. Thank you so much for that. Okay, we've only got 3 more categories to go, guys. Now, what I'd love, sorry, I should have said this before, when we do the finalists and their video comes up, maybe we can just clap a bit louder in between it, but I'll start that off. So it's not just you, it's me, okay? Not playing the blame game. Next category is WA Trainee of the Year 2017. We want to welcome to the stage Jeanette Roberts, member of the State Training Board, to present the award.
The finalists for WA Trainee of the Year 2017 are Alex Baldock.
I enjoy economics and I enjoy business. So those are sort of 2 passions that I like. And through those passions, obviously, I like to pursue and learn more and more. So I enjoy the investing side of things because I believe that there's a good chance to create, wealth, generate a lot of wealth for not only myself, but mainly for my family and friends.
Claire McCleary.
Sounds really nerdy. I love the paperwork. I just love it. I just love the quality assurance. You just got to do the system and you tick it off and then you come and get audited and you show them all your stuff and you're kind of like showing the teacher. I just love that sort of thing. But I also love the customers that like their meat.
Christina Mutlow.
Part of our business plan, I guess, is that we do, all the employees do a Certificate 3 in logistics because we're a logistics business. So it gives us a broader, better understanding of what we're supposed to do, even though as a sales rep everybody goes, all you got to do is walk in and ask people to buy stuff. It's actually getting stuff from one place to the next, and that's what logistics is all about.
I'm delighted to announce the winner of the WA Trainee of the Year Award. It's Claire McCleary.
Congratulations, Claire. Now, my notes tell me that you're a bit of a hero in your town. Why are you a hero? Because you're a mum. You're a qualified meat inspector at the local meatworks. Yes. Oh, I love that. You're actively involved in your community swimming club. Yes. You've been a trainer for the Corrigin Football Club.
That's the best part.
That's the best part, all right. Well, you've obviously got a passion for the community. Yes. So tell us about this award, what it means to you and what you're going to do from here.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank our sponsors tonight, which is the Department of Training and Workforce Development. It's a real privilege to travel, 3 hours to the city and, be presented an award. It's very exciting. We deal with Training Solutions Australia. They travel 3 hours every fortnight out to Corrigan, where we are, and there's quite a few of us that are training, and we're very, very lucky that there's such support in the industry to support us to train, and we don't have to travel to Perth for our training, and we really, really appreciate that. So there's a lot of work that goes towards people doing that for us. Tonight I've got my employer and my family here tonight, which is very, very special because you all support me so well.
Woo, give a round of applause. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely. And also as well, the competitor, it's really hard to, have families and train and do everything on top of just life, So thank you very much, my competitors, and, you should be really proud of yourselves as well. We're here tonight to all celebrate. And yes, I know my community is really proud of me. They've been Facebooking me and messaging me all night. What's happening? So it's very exciting. So I can share the news. And thank everyone for coming tonight and supporting us. It's very, very exciting.
Thank you. Thank you. No worries. Thank you. What a worthy winner. And you know what, Claire? You're right. Many of us are mums doing 2-3 jobs at one time. It's not easy, but you get it done, and it's nice to get that congratulations for it. So well done to all the nominees again. Well done to Claire. Claire, as well, is heading off to the Australian Training Awards in November. So Claire, you get to go to freezing cold Canberra. But no, that's good though. You'll have a good time with all the people there. It's just Canberra. Now, 2 categories to go. We're excited. All right, our second last category for 2017 is the WA School-Based Apprentice of the Year. And I have the 2016 School-Based Apprentice with me, Liam Brienne. Liam, please make him very welcome. Round of applause. Now, Liam, you're just about to finish year 12. Where are you at?
I'm about a week away from my school exams, so as you can tell, I'm very, very calm.
Where are you? Where are you doing that?
I'm currently at Ellenbrook Christian College.
Yes.
So it's quite small at the moment, but we're looking to rebuild after some handovers with a lot of the executives, but we're on the way back up.
How do you think you'll go in your exams? Let's not talk about it. Let's talk about something else. Okay, now look, that's all right. You're on the judging panel this year. So what was the experience like for you?
It was definitely a lot calmer being on the other end of the table,
yes.
Looking at all of the people applying, reading through the applications, going through the interviews, trying to see myself and see all the qualities that ended up allowing me to progress further in all the applicants was great. Meet a lot of new people, some I knew, some I didn't, and overall I think I benefit a lot just from the judging alone.
And what's your apprenticeship?
So I did a Certificate 3 in Retail Operations through my employer and my training organisers. That was KFC. My lovely table just over the side there.
Where are they? Give them a shout out. Say hello, table. There they are. Nice.
So obviously that's opened a lot up for me as far as just general skills, moving on to management hopefully and progressing further in the company. They're a great bunch to work with, and I was happy to be able to train with people I know and people that I'm comfortable with.
Okay, and do you think you'd like to be on more judging panels? Because it's a big responsibility, isn't it?
Well, I mean, yeah, it was obviously a lot of responsibility, but I definitely feel like I benefited a lot from the experience, and I definitely would like to do something like that again. So hopefully they'll ask me to do it next year, but we'll see.
We never know. Well, good luck for your exams.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you very much.
And a big round of applause for Liam Brienne. What a mature young man.
Thank you all.
Well done. Now, just a reminder, Liam did win the 2016 WA School-Based Apprentice of the Year. And we are going to hear from the sponsors now, and it's sponsored by NECA WA. And we'd like to welcome to the stage Greg Warren, who is a board member. Greg will be announcing the winners. Greg, round of applause.
NECA WA represents the interests of electrical, communications and refrigeration contractors. It is committed to raising the profile, professionalism and competitiveness of all electrical contractors in WA. NECA WA membership comprises over 1,000 businesses employing more than 10,000 tradespeople. Members have access to technical, legal, industrial relations and safety advice, training, up-to-date industry-specific information and strong advocacy to government.
And now we're going to meet our finalists.
The finalists for WA School-Based Apprentice of the Year 2017 are Harmony Broughton.
You're in the workplace, so you're already you know the environment, you have connections, so then when you finish school and you're looking for a job, you have people you can go to help you out. I'm hoping to get a full-time job at BHP in the Indigenous Affairs team, where I am at the moment, and then throughout the years work my way up to a leadership role within the company.
Lauren Brunali.
The advantages are that you're kind of kickstarting your career earlier than everyone else, and you're getting into the real world and you're getting more experience, which I think is really important, and it makes you, I think, just more knowledgeable over making decisions and everything for what you actually 100% want to do.
Benjamin Rowe.
My plans are to finish school is hopefully get an apprenticeship in the place I work, or in heavy automotive and agriculture. So to move on from there after I finish school to get my apprenticeship and work in the trade and become almost a leader in the trade hopefully, and develop my skills to a higher cert or define whatever it comes to. So yeah, just to be more of a leader in the workplace and learn some stuff and just be a good person in the workplace.
Harrison Salter Brown.
I was not a person who liked to talk at all. I used to just work and go home. I started my Cert 2 retail in 2016 and it went really well. I started learning how to talk more. I had to talk with customers regularly, so it really improved my skills a lot.
And the School-Based Apprentice of the Year 2017 is Benjamin Rowe.
Ben is 17, he's just about to finish year 12, and he's just been offered a full-time apprenticeship at Class Harvest Centre in Geraldton. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so you need to tell us how excited you are and about this award, and a little bit more about yourself, Ben.
Yeah, all right.
Go on.
First of all, I can't really put a sentence together. I'm that happy. So, so this award means a lot to me. It's the biggest thing in my life that's happened. So, but more importantly, I'd like to say a massive thank you to some people who've really helped me along the way. So, first of all, to my parents. They've been there every high and low of everything. So. 17 years, that's a pretty decent effort. So. Also, I'd like to thank from Geraldton Grammar, Miss Bruce. She's helped me. She can't be here tonight, but I know she would have loved to have been. But she's helped me a lot for this process. And Mr. Lang, your legend, for driving down here and being crazy. He camped in the swag somewhere in the middle of the outback tonight. And Wayne Scally as well. He's helped me a lot through this process. He's been there and put up with all my questions and stuff, so I've had a few of them. Also, Class Harvest Centre for employing me, and Geraldton Grammar School, and also the Department of Education and Training. I think. Sorry, I don't know if I can stuff that off or not, but
no, don't worry about it. You're doing well.
Thank you.
It's not easy.
And the board of, I knew I'd forget this. I've been trying hard, but yeah, the Department of
Training.
Department of Training. Sorry about this. But in all, this has been a massive thing in my life, and to see this happen in real life and to be here tonight is a really amazing thing, and I thank you all for that and for listening to my speech as well.
Hold on, wait, where are your parents? Where are they?
Oh, the parents are just over there.
Parents, stand up, put your hands up, stand up, parents. Oh, you should be very proud. And who's the other teacher that's going to have no place to
Mr.
sleep?
Lang, you can stand up.
Mr. Lang, right there.
And Wayne as well.
Oh, get them all to stand up.
There we go.
Round of applause. Well done. Fantastic. You did very well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's off the top of my head.
I'm worried about the guy that's going to sleep in his swag. All right. Big round of applause to all of our finalists. And thank you. You've got your award. Now what you need to do...
And to you guys as well. Really, really good job. You've done it. It's an amazing thing, and you guys will go far. And talking to you guys, you're really good. So well done, guys. Yeah, good job.
You need to do a Facebook or a video thing for your teacher who's in Geraldton.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, could
The
do.
one that's in Geraldton. What do you
Yeah.
mean could do? Do a thing.
Oh,
do
Mr.
a
Lang, did you
Facebook-
get a video?
Oh. Mr. Lang, you do one now with everyone
Oh, okay.
around you and then send it back to the person who's missing in Geraldton.
How's a Snapchat?
Yeah, oh, we can do Snap. Why don't you turn around this way? Can you do Snapchat so
Yeah, I can
everyone's
do a
behind
video.
you? Why don't we do this? Come down. Now look, what we did then is we put you all on Snapchat. So in the next 10 minutes, what you need to do is turn to the person next to you and find out what we just put you on and where it went to. Okay? Because a few of you don't know, and it's out there. It's on Snapchat. That goes for you, Tim. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. You're on Snapchat. Okay, well done, Ben. Well done to our finalists. That was fantastic. Now it's our final award for the evening. And it did look really good, so if you do see it on Snapchat, it looked great. Now it's our time for our final award of the evening, WA Apprentice of the Year. And we'd like to welcome to the stage for the final award, the 2016 WA Apprentice of the Year, Brendan Carlson. This year he's been to the Australian Training Awards in Darwin, which we just talked about, the Australian Defence Force Skills Forum in Canberra. You went to India with the Prime Minister.
Yes.
Really? For a skills mission?
Well, we went to the same event, but you don't ever want to let the truth get in the way of a good story, so yeah.
No, I love you. Just say yes.
Yeah,
You went,
Malcolm and I went to-
Malcolm and
to
you
India
went to
together.
India together
Yeah.
for a skills mission.
100%.
Excellent. And in that time, you've also moved up to Newman.
Correct.
Okay, on a serious, tell us about going to India. What was the skill? What was that all about?
Yeah, so it's been a rollercoaster year, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Going to India, that was a bilateral partnership between India and Australia focused on skills training for them and us and what can complement each country. It was an incredible experience. It's the busiest country I've ever been to in my life.
Where did you go? Whereabouts in India?
New Delhi.
Okay, yep.
So myself and the Australian Apprentice of the Year, Shane Dearley, went there.
Oh, wow.
Great experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to see the Taj Mahal.
Yep.
And
With Malcolm?
yeah, with Malcolm, of course. Yeah. Went to dinner with Malcolm, so had a few beers.
Yeah, perfect.
Got him on Facebook.
Perfect.
So,
Yep. Snapchat with him. Yep,
No,
Snapchat
it was a
with Malcolm.
fantastic experience, and I was very grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, excellent. And so what does it mean having won that last year? And, you know, going to Darwin and representing WA, I guess, over there in Australia?
It is a fantastic experience, and I was overwhelmed with how many opportunities do actually come from it.
Yeah, right.
I just assumed that I was going to be going to Darwin and
Yes.
representing WA, but it's so much more than that.
Right.
I had a passion for the ADF and people transitioning out of the Defence Force.
Yep.
And this gave me a stepping stone to actually have a voice in that area. So it doesn't stop here, it's just the start.
That's fantastic. So it's pretty exciting for the
Oh.
winners tonight. No, I think that's the vibe I'm getting, you know. It's what you make of it too.
It is. You can be as busy or as, I suppose, lazy as you
Yeah.
want to be, but there is so many opportunities that will come in front of you, and it's up to you to take them on.
Okay.
So
Well
it's an
done.
exciting time for everyone here.
All right, well, thank you. What a great journey this year. Thank you very much for joining us up on stage.
Thanks, Lisa.
No worries, thank you. Enjoy Snapchatting with Malcolm in the future. And this is the much coveted WA Apprentice of the Year 2017. We'd like to welcome back on the stage the Honourable Peter Tinley to present the award. Can someone Snapchat Peter, please?
The finalists for WA Apprentice of the Year 2017 are Lauren Bruce Smith,
saw dental technician apprentice. We were like, oh, what's that? Kind of investigated what it was. And it's very hands-on creative, like making stuff with your hands. And I was like, that's what I like doing, so give it a go. I had to go through a trade test, so there was about 20 other applicants that tried, and we all had to make something as the entry test, and I got the job, so started my career from there.
Nicholas Johnston,
Every day is different and everything we make is different. I enjoy the fact that everything changes. You have to think on the job and find a new way to do things pretty much every day. I'd like to go to Europe because their quality is much higher than most of Australia's industry. I think the way they do things is a bit different to here, and I'd like to learn different ways to get around problems and find solutions to put things together and make different pieces of furniture and more extravagant pieces, I guess.
Tristan Palmer.
I've worked in 5 or 6 different workshops, and 2 of them I've been in a leading role, primarily office, making up jobs, talking to customers, all these sorts of trust-based jobs, and it's definitely something that I like, working under pressure and sort of putting the goals out there and achieving, so it's definitely something that I see myself doing in the future.
Jamie Stewart.
We do different things every day, so one day we'll be doing a deck, the next day we'll go and pitch a roof, the next day we'll go and do a commercial fit out in a place like this. As I get towards the end of the apprenticeship, I'm finding that my skills base is getting quite large, so that's good.
Okay, the WA Apprentice of the Year for 2017 is Jamie Stewart.
Now, Jamie has just completed an apprenticeship as a carpenter, and as a result of that, he has created a 100% Indigenous owned and operated construction company. All right, Jamie, come on, now's your time to talk. Congratulations. What's your drive? Give us a little bit of an insight into Jamie.
G'day, guys. I guess for me, I just want to make my family proud, and I've always, I guess, had drive to make a positive impact in the world. I believe that not everyone has the inclination or the drive or are in the position to make a big change in the world to the lives of other people, and I firmly believe that the people who are in a position like that really should make the effort and do what they can.
Well, you're going to Canberra.
Thank you.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah.
And what about the next year? What does that hold for you?
Just continue on with the business and try and build that up. I guess, try and do the best I can with the business and do the best for my clients, and hopefully have a little bit of money and free time to give back to the family and also give back to the community.
Fantastic. What a worthy winner. Well done. Well done, Jamie. Thank you. And well done to all our finalists tonight. Really, all of them are very inspirational as well. And they're all highly accomplished award winners. So that wraps up. Round of applause as they walk off the stage. Thank you, guys. That does wrap up the WA Training Awards for another year. I just want to tell you a couple of things. Firstly, before I let you go on and enjoy your evening, then you don't have to listen to me anymore. The Australian Training Awards, as we said, it's going to be held in Canberra on 23 November. And we do wish all of our winners who are heading to Canberra all the best of luck in the national competition. We know that you'll be one of the best because, you know why? You're from WA. In preparation for our grand final, can I ask all of our 2017 winners and finalists, as well as the previous winner and ambassadors, to make your way to the stage, and we're going to have you in the spotlight for the very last time.